The air in the Paris conference hall was thick with tension, a suffocating mix of expensive suits, polished smiles, and calculated politeness. On stage, under the glare of international spotlights, sat Marco Valwis, a journalist infamous for destroying presidents and prime ministers with a single, perfectly aimed question. His eyes were cold, focused, locked on his target, Captain Ibrahim Trayore. Across from him, Trayore sat in simple military fatigues, completely at ease, utterly still, and unbothered by the cameras or the audience of diplomats, analysts, and world leaders. This wasn't an interview, it was a duel. Marco had circled his prey for 15 minutes, hunting for a viral moment that would paint Trayore as just another strongman. And now, he was ready to strike. Marco leaned forward, his smile gone, replaced by a look of theatrical seriousness. "Captain Trayore," he said, his voice smooth but edged with steel, "you speak of sovereignty for your people. Yet you took power by force. How can you speak of freedom when you yourself have rejected the most fundamental principle of it, democracy?" The trap was perfect. If Trayore defended the coup, he would be a tyrant. If he apologized, he would appear weak. The room held its breath, every camera on him. But Trayore didn't flinch. Instead, he nodded slowly, as if thanking Marco for asking, and began to speak with a calm, measured authority that cut through the tense silence. "Thank you for the question," he said. "Democracy is a beautiful word, and you are right to ask about it. But what does it mean to a father whose children go to bed hungry, or to a mother walking 10 kilometers for clean water?" The audience shifted uncomfortably as he continued. "For years, my people had democracy. They would vote, and they were given promises. But those promises brought leaders who sold our resources, hospitals with no medicine, schools with no books, and soldiers with no bullets to defend villages from terrorists. I did not reject democracy itself. I rejected hypocrisy." Marco's confident posture began to falter. He tried to regain control, shifting to a personal attack. "Captain, this is ambition," he said. "You enjoy the palace while claiming to fight for the people. Isn't this just self-interest?" Trayore looked down at his hands, then lifted his gaze, his eyes heavy with a quiet sadness. "Ambition," he whispered. "Let me tell you about ambition." He recounted the story of a dying village elder who begged him to promise that future generations would not suffer the same way. "The palace is not a prize. It is a burden, and I carry it for my people, not for myself," he said. The room fell silent. Marco's arsenal of attacks was crumbling. Desperate, Marco tried one final move, targeting Trayore's alliances. "You embrace questionable partners. How can you speak of freedom while aligning with a nation that actively suppresses it elsewhere?" Trayore leaned forward, calm intensity radiating from him. "Imagine your house is on fire. Your children are trapped inside. A man runs up with a bucket of water. Do you question him, ask about his politics, or see if he has the right credentials? No. You save your family. Our house has been burning for 50 years. While some watched, some sold the matches. I will take help from anyone willing to put out the fire. I will not apologize for saving my family." Gasps rippled through the hall. Marco sat frozen, defeated not by rhetoric but by raw, unshakable truth. Then Trayore did something unexpected. He stepped off the stage and walked toward a young African student in the audience named Amari. Kneeling slightly so he was eye level, Trayore spoke directly to him. "You are the reason I am here. Choose yourself, your village, your people. Don't ever beg for a bucket of water when you are standing on a river of your own. Learn from others, yes, but do not become them. Go home and build. The hall was stunned. The head of state had lowered himself to speak as an equal to one student, and every eye was glued to the act. Returning to the stage, Trayore raised his arms wide, a gesture both embrace and challenge. My loyalty is not to flags or capitals. It is to the faces you don't see in boardrooms. That is my nation. That is my democracy. We are not playing their game anymore. We are building a new one. The hall erupted. Not polite applause, but a spontaneous, thunderous standing ovation led by delegates from Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Marco Valwis sat white-faced, his narrative dismantled. The soldier had spoken a truth that could not be argued with. Within hours, clips of the speech went viral worldwide. The hashtag Stop Asking for Permission dominated social media. Students, young activists, and entrepreneurs felt a surge of possibility and pride. Amari, the young student, later reflected, I came here thinking I knew how the world worked. Trayore didn't just answer a question, he gave me back my own voice. I'm going home to build my country. In the markets of Bugadu, people huddled around phones, listening, inspired. Years from now, historians would debate Trayore's policies, his successes and failures, but that day, in that hall, he proved something undeniable. True leadership doesn't come from armies, elections, or international approval. It comes from the courage to speak unfiltered truth. He chose dignity over diplomacy, survival over systems, and his people over power. Trayore's final words echoed across continents. Tell them to stop asking for permission to be free. If this story inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so more people can hear this powerful message. Join the Ibrahim Trayore Nation community and be part of a movement that chooses courage over convenience.